This is Two Nerds and a Joke with Robert and Ernie. They are just simple nerds trying to make their way into the universe and failing epically.
Thank you, disembodied hot girl voice. This is Two Nerds and a Joke with Robert and Ernie. I'm Ernie.
I'm Robert.
And record cold front here in Florida.
Oh, it's awful.
We're in the 70s.
Look at the frostbites. It's shaking. It's awful.
I know all you people out there. You guys love your seasons.
Oh, yeah.
You guys talk about how you hate the Florida weather.
Yeah,
we're on our patio right now.
It's gorgeous out.
There's people playing golf.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It really is.
A little bit of cloud cover here, there.
They're fluffy.
Yeah.
Blue sky. Yeah. No gray. Good times.
Good times.
We are here today with something very exciting.
Oscar time.
It is that time of year again. I know we're all
love it or hate it.
Yes.
Some people hate award shows. I'm one of them.
Yeah, not a fan of the...
However, unless it's something that's like a... Well, I mean, to me, the Oscars stopped being interesting when Billy Crystal stopped being the host. All right?
They haven't had any good hosts, I don't think, since then?
They have moments. That's the whole thing.
There's moments. You know who still has solid, though? Like the Tonys.
Okay.
Because you got Neil Patrick Harris. They do showstoppers. When it's plays and stuff, and I wish I could go to more plays than I do. I just don't have the time for that.
He does.
I really do. I love plays. But they do a show when they do those award shows for the Tonys.
No, yeah.
They don't.
It's a respected award. It's
But you see Spider-Man singing through the audience. I mean,
unlike the Academy Awards, which we all know is politics and money and
yes, which is a big part of our podcast.
Which is a big part of our podcast.
We have the list.
I've been scored a few times with best movies.
Yeah.
It all goes back to my childhood. The Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
The Superman movies with Christopher Reeve.
And again, just because you don't respect the genre doesn't mean you can't respect the movie.
Like, at one point in time, the Oscars were not about, like, the most popular, most watched movies that year. It was about the most artsy, or look at all these great actors that were in it. Like that, like one year, it was that movie called Crash, where, like, it seemed like everybody was in this movie.
Yeah.
But if you go back and watch that movie now, you'd like, how did this even, like, get 20 nominations?
Yeah. It was good enough. I enjoyed it, but it's not Oscar worthy. I never felt it was. It was a good movie. It was a very interesting story, but not Oscar worthy.
Like, you go even more recent, the original Lord of the Rings. For 3 of those years, whenever they had their movie out, I think they were nominated, but it was kind of like nominated as like, we have to nominate this because so many people like it.
It was
and we need people to watch the Academy Awards.
Yeah.
But like other movies won those awards.
Yeah. And not even movies that were like that much better.
No.
So, very artsy.
No.
Very artsy. So.
Although one did win it, which was the last one.
Yes.
And I think it was because it was the last one.
Yeah. It was pretty epic. So we're going to talk first the big ones. And here's what we're going to do. Everybody knows who the nominee is, so we're going to predict some nominees. We're also going to talk about the movies that are not even on the list. Now, we went to our favorite resource, our cheating resource here.
IMDb.
And we are looking at the top 25-ish movies.
Released in 2018
yes.
between January 1st and December 31st.
Yes. So all were eligible. Now, obviously the Best Picture... well, you know what? Let's start from the bottom, shall we? Because everybody wants the Best Picture, and we want to hang around and watch our podcast for a few months.
Yeah.
So we're going to start.
It's not like anyone's switching this off.
Yeah, right. We're going to start with the Best Documentary Short. Now, don't know any of these.
Don't know any of those.
So we're to just make predictions.
And these feel like these are the when you're watching the Academy Awards, it's these awards that come up like just before a commercial.
Yeah.
Like, while you're a commercial break, these films also were recognized for special science, technical, whatever.
Yes. You know the best and worst part of the Academy Awards? The list.
Yeah.
The list. And there's a big list this year, unfortunately.
Yes.
But do you know who's not on that list?
Tell me who's on the list.
Betty White. Betty White is not on the list.
She'll get it, sad to say this, when she passes.
Yes. But she's not on that list. So the in memoriam, I can't talk today. In memoriam list, she will not be on that list, thankfully, for a good long time. Unfortunately, a lot of good people are. So I do appreciate that because I'm always surprised Like you hear
It's
about
kind
the
of
big
like
ones.
it's
and you're
kind of like Abe
really?
Vigoda.
Yeah.
You're like, he's still alive.
He just died. I mean, what the
Yeah.
heck? So, best documentary, we got Black Sheep, we got Endgame, Lifeboat, A Night in the Garden, or period, End of Sentence.
Yeah,
So
none of them.
No idea.
None of them.
No idea. So
Does anyone,
predictions.
how do people even watch these? Where
I
do they
have
come
watched
from?
a documentary, but you know where these come from? Sundance and either film festivals. That's where they come from.
Okay.
Not even close in the top 25.
And people treat Sundance differently than the Academy
of
Awards because
course.
it's all independent.
right,
It's all,
which is fair. Which is
it's
good.
independent, but it's not really independent because you still see like the big.
Yeah, the big guys there. 'cause
Big
they're-
guys are
They're
still
trying
there.
to do independent. Yeah, whatever.
But you know they have millions of dollars in the bank.
Yeah. Okay, so best documentary. What are you going to go for? I mean, again, this is just a crapshoot. We're taking your
What,
chance.
what were my choices again?
Black Sheep,
Uh,
Endgame,
uh-huh.
Lifeboat,
Uh-huh.
A Night in the Garden, or period. End of sentence.
Night in the Garden sounds to me like it sounds to me like it's one of those depressing, sad like stories of the Holocaust.
Could be, or it could
so
be an Indian
I'm going to
film.
go with
Who
that
knows?
one.
Okay.
I'm going to go with that one.
I'm going to.
Those tend to win those.
Yeah, the depressing ones. All right,
Yeah.
so we're either going to say he's predicting A Night in the Garden. I'm going to go for Black Sheep.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Again, our guess is as good as yours on that one. Best live action shorts.
Once again,
I mean, like, what the hell? Yeah.
is this really a category of film?
And where
that
do you even
needs
see these?
recognition?
Where do you
Yeah,
see these?
What do you see?
I've never seen it.
Like on
PBS.
PBS?
I
I
don't
feel
know.
guilty watching PBS sometimes because I don't give. So I feel like I'm
I know.
freeloading.
I do that with NPR too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
NPR,
listen
same
every
thing.
day. I listen to you guys, but I don't give.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Detainment,
Mhm.
uh,
Fauve,
Fauve,
Marguerite.
Marguerite, Mother, or Skin. Those are
Oh,
your
oh.
choices. I think I know where you're going.
Oh, it's got to go Skin.
Yeah, he's gonna
You
go
gotta
Skin.
go Skin.
Now, I think Detainment might be interesting because I think that's about the border situation. So I think that's going to do it.
Maybe some kids dying while they're in entertainment.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, these are all crappy subjects, but someone's filming them.
Yes. All right.
Best animated short. Nothing you guys have ever seen.
Animal Behavior, Bayo, Latte, Late Afternoon, One Small Step, and Weekend. Again, okay, sure. I like because they have little pictures on this one, so I'm gonna go with the animation style here. And I think if it's in order, I think that this is gonna be One Small Step with a Staircase. So I'm gonna say that's Late Afternoon. So that's what I'm gonna go with. That's my theory.
That's your theory?
That's my theory. So my choice is Late Afternoon, animated short.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the middle picture.
Of the young lady.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know which one that is. Could I don't know. Whatever is the young girl. We'll see when the picture
Yeah,
comes
you'll
up
see
for
the
it.
picture.
It's
She's
this-
like
in a purple dress.
screaming
Yes.
off of a cliff.
It's a
or
cute
something.
animation style. I
Yeah.
can see that.
Okay.
All right, best film editing. Now we're getting into some big ones. Now we're getting some big names. Now, we want to talk briefly about the movies that didn't make it, though, before we get into the named movies. Now, we know that the big ones are Vice, Green Book, The Favorite, Bohemian Rhapsody, Black Klansman, and, of course, Black Panther are some of the biggest movies, and Roma, which I have a whole rant about in a few minutes. So those are the big names that you're going to hear over and over as we get into these next categories. So there was a lot of movies. How many you said yours? Like over 22,000?
12,220 movies were released in the year 2018 between January and December.
There you go. So a whole year's worth of movies that the Academy is supposedly looking at. I don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
Not even for a second. But a lot of movies didn't make it at all.
None.
Not even close.
And they're popular.
And they're in the top 25 list of the IMDb database of popular movies.
And then you would think, like us being lay people,
Yeah.
not of the industry, that
No.
you would just take, all right, what were the big hitters of this year?
Yeah.
Like, I believe that's how they did it back when the Academy Awards first started.
They looked at the popular.
They looked
yeah.
at the big popular movies and said, all right, who did the best? Like,
Mhm.
who was the best actor? Now, it just seemed like maybe it kind of got diluted over the last 80-something
and
years.
became political rather
And it
than
became
actual
political.
the best. So let's go through. You had like 3 or 4, I think, that were on the top 25 popularity of last year. And what are some of the names that are not going to appear?
Ooh.
So we got the Green. We got what was
Oh, do you want me to just read off this list? Or?
yeah. So go
All right.
ahead. Yeah.
So based on, if you go to imdb.com
Yes.
and you look at movies that were released in 2018 and you sort it by popularity, it's kind of ambiguous. It doesn't really tell you what measurement it's
Yeah,
using.
but it's a starting point.
It's a starting point. So number one, Number one.
Number one.
According to IMDb.
Yes.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Which is on there, but not for, if I remember correctly, I'm going to go scroll up. It's not on there for Best Picture, actually.
Yes, it is.
It is. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay, Bohemian Rhapsody is on there
They
for Best Picture.
expanded the list of movies this year for Best Picture. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 movies to choose from,
Yeah.
which is insane.
It's a lot of movies.
Originally, it was supposed to be like 5.
Yeah. It just, there's a lot
I
of
thought that was
contenders.
good enough. 5.
Yeah, 5 is good.
Top 5.
Yeah. So Bohemian Rhapsody,
Bohemian Rhapsody, number 1.
yes.
Number 2, The Favorite.
Yep, that's on the list.
3.
It's not on the list. Yeah, no, it's on there. It's on
It's
the
on
list.
there.
Yep, it's on there a few times.
3, Roma.
I'm not.
He saw it.
I saw it. I'm sad to say I saw it. What the hell? But continuing, it's on
Number
there.
4, which is not on the list.
Yes.
Aquaman.
Yes. Now my question is, it came out in November, so they,
If it's eligible or not, who knows?
the eligibility thing may come into play. Don't know for sure. Continue, but that's a bone of contention. It should be up there for least best graphics, best supporting actor, something.
Supporting actress. I mean, the
Sound
lady
mixing.
who played Mira
Oh,
was
yeah.
great.
That was fantastic. Such good person. And it wasn't, she was wearing normal clothes, guys. She wasn't wearing a bikini or anything, so as attractive as she was, she acted well.
Yeah,
She did a
acted
good
well.
job.
I believed all of them. Even Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah.
did a good job.
Yeah, something. Give me something. But
Give us something.
again,
I don't know if this
the nomination thing, it may have
and
been too late
that's
in the
the
game.
whole thing. Like they're left off of this year, but they were made this year. Why can't they go next year?
Yeah.
But they don't. They
No.
never do that.
No.
A Star is Born.
That is on the list.
That's on the list.
And I've been told by people that it's really actually quite good. I have watched the original Star is Born. Not as watchable now as it was back in the day.
No.
It's supposedly the movie.
Yeah, it's the supposed to be the one that surprises everyone. That's
Yeah.
going to win.
Yeah.
The Green Book.
That is on the
On there,
list.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Vice, which
Yeah,
I
it's on
knew this was going to be.
But yeah, what is
pushed.
I don't even know.
So Christian Bale.
It does have
Of
Amy Adams in it. And I do
Batman.
like- Yes, Batman.
I'm wearing the Batman shirt. Oh, Batman.
Yeah, there you go. See, I told you, your shoulders. That's all we
I
get.
know,
Your
it's always the
glorious
shoulders.
shoulders. Yeah.
Christian Bale, who always does a great job of method acting,
Yes.
immersed himself into this role, and they basically caked on enough makeup to make him look like the former Vice President Dick Cheney. And
Okay.
The story goes, it's kind of like, I don't know if you ever saw W with James Brolin.
Yeah, I've seen Pizza of it. I haven't seen
Yeah, it's like one of those things where like we were alive while this was happening.
Right.
But since I'm not a very political person, like really these type of stories don't mean that much to me. Like
Right.
I can respect the fact of, I guess this is how Cheney could have been.
Sure, why not? Yeah. All right.
But
so,
it's been. I knew it was going to get nominated when I
Yeah.
saw that they were going to make it. I'm like, oh, this is their Oscar pick.
yeah. So it's on the list.
Okay, back to the list. It is. Shoot, sorry guys.
Technology. It's great when it works.
Bird Box.
Okay, this is disappointing to me. Again, it was kind of late in the year, but still, you had a major Sandra Bullock. She's not.
Sandra Bullock.
She's A-list still.
John
I think.
Malkovich.
I mean, come on. I mean, Malkovich is a little weird.
But
Did
he
you-
pulled,
did
but
you
he
watch
was
that
the
movie?
most. He was the most. I would say normal of like all the characters because.
Did you ever watch that movie?
Yeah, I
John
watched-
Malkovich.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I watched it again recently. Still weird. He's still good though.
The thing is that John Malkovich, as much as you want him to play the crazy psychotic loon, he's actually the most normal one there. He's how I think most people would have reacted had that actually happened.
So not even on the list.
Not even on the list.
Nowhere. Again,
Sandra
is it
Bullock?
because they're dissing Netflix?
Netflix not getting love
I guess
because I know traditional Hollywood hates the streaming platform.
Oh yeah. So maybe that's what it is. It's a political.
Political.
Release not putting a good movie on the list.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
It is on there in one category.
One category only. It's
Yes.
like best animated film.
Yes.
Best animated
Yes. It is on there. Not.
film. Not even giving it credit as like an actual best picture.
No. No. Not even a nod. Nothing.
Even though Frozen got it.
Ugh.
And that's like the #1 Disney movie of all time, from my understanding.
Yeah,
it's
it is.
Frozen.
People still love it, and they're making it too. Yeah.
It's the
Moving on.
to round out the top 10.
Yes.
Number 10,
Yes.
Bumblebee.
I have nothing to say.
Words escape me.
Yeah. Why? I guess is the real question. Was it really that good? Aren't we done with Transformers? Can we be done, please?
We will never be done. It's just like we'll never be done with Fast and Furious.
But you know what? At least some
This
of the
new one is not Fast and Furious.
It's produced by. It's Fast and Furious Presents.
Yes, it's the characters from the show who apparently are more interesting than the original Fast and Furious. I don't understand how the Fast and Furious became the A-Team.
I don't know. But they are.
But they are now?
Oh, yeah.
They're the A-Team?
Yep.
As much as I miss the original A-Team, I watched the A-Team movie and I wanted to hate it and I couldn't.
No?
I couldn't hate it because it's got funny one-liners in it.
And that's not a bad thing.
No.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing. All right,
but Bumblebee apparently is the story of one Transformer. The most...
Useless?
I mean, if you knew anything about the toys, Bumblebee was the Volkswagen Bug.
Okay.
And with every Transformers that you purchased, on the back side of it was an information card that told you about him. Showed you his powers, his strengths, his weaknesses. His thing...
Okay.
Fuel efficiency. He uses less fuel than all the other Transformers.
Because that's important when you're a Transformer.
And he also had a brother named Cliffjumper, which was just a VW Bug painted red.
Nice and cheap.
So this is the story of that one uninteresting character who, in the last Michael Bay films, was fitted out with all these cannons and like badassery, right? He became a Camaro, not a Volkswagen Beetle. Taking on the entire like evil Transformer army and winning. And in this movie, he gets hooked up with a 16-year-old girl with family problems, I guess.
Know. It's ridiculous.
So, but it did well. It's number 10 in popularity.
So, and it's not on the Oscars
It's not on any of the lists.
So I'm going to go over the next category real quick before we do the next 10.
Go on.
Best film editing, which is kind of a weird category, but okay.
They say
How do you know the editing is good versus something
Here's
else?
what I heard, and as hokey as it may sound, it's good editing when you don't notice it's edited.
Okay.
Because they don't shoot these movies in sequence.
Well, true.
They kind of cut and splice them, so as long as you don't notice them...
All right, and this is pretty much some of the best pictures, just all shooting. There's 5. The top 5, you got Black Klansman, didn't see it. Bohemian Rhapsody, didn't see it. The Favorite, didn't see it. Green Book, didn't see it. And Vice, did not see it. So we literally have 5 movies that I don't think you saw any of them either, correct?
Green Book.
You saw Green Book. Really? How was it?
It's good. I mean, it's one of those period pieces. You know what the Green Book was, right? It used to be published for black people, African Americans, where they could eat, where they could stay. Because back then, you know, they couldn't just stay.
So you kind of have 2 options there, because I don't think, film editing-wise, I don't think you're going to get anywhere with Bohemian Rhapsody. I don't think that's where it's going to win. It has too many other things, sound mixing.
You know what's interesting? The internet already won on this one. Oh, God bless the internet, man.
Why?
They got Rami Malek, the star of Bohemian Rhapsody. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Gomez Adams.
Really?
And bring back Christina Ricci as Morticia.
Wow.
They're spitting images now at this age.
Are they really?
Yes.
That's scary.
Someone on the internet
Good for them.
put them in black and white.
Okay.
And didn't do any editing to the face. It's just them as they are now in black and white. And man, bring back the Addams Family. Why not?
Why not? Make it a sequel. Make it the next gen.
It could be. It could be Wednesday, all grown up. I'd be okay with that.
I'd be very okay with that.
Of course, you're a dirty old man.
So, what are you going to choose out of those for best film editing?
Best film editing. It's going to go to Vice.
Vice. Okay. I'm gonna go with you on that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with you on that one. I'll go with you on that one. Political stuff always gets good nods on that kind of weird category. So we'll
and this is like over a period of time, so you get to see like Christian Bale go through the different phases of Dick Cheney's life.
All right, so best film editing, we're going to go with Vice as the winner. All right, best visual effects. Interesting choices here. Very interesting choices. I'm going to skip over the next 10 for the moment because these are good. Now, I wasn't sure. I didn't even realize, but it is in there. Avengers Infinity War didn't get in here a lot, but did get in for best visual effects. And I didn't realize that. I didn't see this before, so good on them.
That part with Peter Dinklage being the giant.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
That was awesome.
That was fantastic. Almost one of the best scenes. Yeah, it was good. So you got Avengers Infinity War, We got Christopher Robin.
I believe those little stuffed animals were walking around, man.
It was good. First Man.
That's a hard watch.
Is it?
It's a period piece,
Yeah.
and I mean, unless you were of the age when all that was going on.
Yeah. It wouldn't really mean anything to you.
Yeah, my dad was really into that movie.
Ready Player One. And
very CGI though. Gosh,
yeah.
it's,
And Solo, a Star Wars story. It's a hard choice. I definitely agree with you on the Ready Player One. I think it was cool, but it's CGI. It's meant to look like CGI. Okay, whatever.
it looks like CGI.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that.
And what was it? The last time we had a full CGI movie never holds up. Like even
No.
2 years down the road.
No. Well, except for Avatar.
Maybe another one. Oh well,
That still holds up.
dear God, the
It
Avatar,
still
Blue
holds up.
Space Cats.
Blue State Cast for the win on that one. Best visual effects still holds up to today.
And side note, who's seeing Alita Battle Angel?
Oh, that looks good too. Yeah, that's gonna be. That's
Give me
gonna be on
anime brought to life.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. So I'm gonna say that the choices are either gonna be between Christopher Robin or Avengers. I'll take the Avengers, and you can take Christopher Robin then.
I'll take Christopher Robinson.
Okay.
Although, you know, it's a very specific group that's voting on these things to win.
Yeah.
They might just give it to First Man because
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna stick with my prediction.
I'll stick with Christopher Robin too because
Yeah.
I thoroughly believe that the special effects in that were marvelous. It wasn't like a lot in your face.
Nice. It's a subtle type of thing.
Yeah, it was very subtle,
And is
and
it-
it interacted well with the live action. Like even when they were going through the streets of London.
It was a very smooth.
Sorry, stray golf ball.
Yeah, don't want to get in the head. All right, give us the next 10 on the list.
Okay.
So we're going to go back to the list of
Go
the
back
most
to the list.
popular. We did the first 10. We're going to do the second 10. And then we're going to get into best production design up next.
Number 11, Dragon Ball Super Broly. Never saw it.
Very specific crowd. And there were people at my work that did go see this. They were very excited about seeing this in theaters. You have to be a fan of the stuff.
You have
They
to
thought
be.
it was good. I can see why it wouldn't get nominated. Fine. I'm okay with that.
My only issue with releasing this stuff now is that you're too late releasing it. You should have done it before The Matrix.
Yeah.
Because really everyone saw The Matrix as like, oh, you guys ripped off The Matrix, when it was the other way around.
Yeah.
The Matrix ripped off Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Number 12, Solo, a Star Wars story.
It's on the
Look,
list.
nobody wants to talk about this movie because
We just talked about it today.
nobody
Yeah.
wants to talk about this.
It was a good movie, people.
I liked it.
Get over it.
It's not a love,
No.
it's a like.
Yeah. It was a good movie. Don't.
I didn't waste any
Yeah.
money on it. I got the little souvenir cup.
Did you?
Yeah, it's the Millennium Falcon.
Nice. The
Blood
one
Scroll?
with the escape pod.
Yeah,
Nice. Yes. Before they destroyed it.
and all the panels flew off during
Yeah.
the Kessel Run,
I-
and
I
then you got to
like-
see the actual Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
That really should have been the story. That should have been the title, the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah. Everyone would buy it.
Everyone would have
Yeah.
bought it. Too.
Absolutely. 13.
Black Klansman fell to number 13 on the popularity list. However,
It's
is
all over the
over the Academy
Yeah.
Awards.
You're going to
list.
hear the name a couple more times here.
And
at
I
least.
get it. It was kind of like the way I saw, and I still haven't seen it, but the way I heard about it was through trailers.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Adam Driver,
Mm-hmm.
and I forgot the other actor's name.
No, we'll find it out here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sounded like a
and
good
I'm like,
idea, docudrama.
So, a black guy infiltrating the Ku Klux Klan. That will never work. And then it says, it really happened.
And you're like, my
And you're
God.
like, you got my attention. And then it was a Spike Lee joint. I'm like, okay, there are some Spike Lee movies that I like,
Mm.
and there's others that I don't like.
You know what it reminded me of when I saw the trailer for it?
I thought it was going to be a comedy.
Do you remember?
I didn't know it was going to be like an actual like biopic.
Do you remember the Dave Chappelle,
Yeah, Dave Chappelle.
the blind black man
Yes.
bit where he was growing up and
he thought he was white.
black? Yeah,
Yeah, he thought he was white. He was really black. Yeah.
yeah. That was where I kind of like, really? Okay. If it really happened, I'm not going to argue. All right, that's 13.
All right. I mean, it could be a good movie. I don't
Oh,
know.
good.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, these are random thoughts.
Widows.
Not even on the list anymore. No idea what that is.
The Mule with Clint Eastwood, which got a lot of like play on regular TV. There was a lot of trailers shown for it. My dad thought it looked interesting.
Maybe too many drug movies in this day and age.
I mean, there's a lot of cartel movies.
Yeah,
There's a lot.
Kind of fell off the wagon. So that's what? That's 14? No,
That's 15.
15. All right, 16.
16. Mary, Queen of Scots.
It's on here, and it's on here for the usual stuff. It is. I think it's in the best
Wardrobe.
wardrobe design, that kind of fun stuff. Yes.
Mortal Engines at number 17.
Which, unfortunately, I missed. I didn't see it in theaters. I wanted to see it. It's based off a book. It's a very good but slightly depressing story. And
Post-apocalyptic world. Cities are now rolling around on big tracks, eating each other.
Yeah, it's an interesting story. It's not like, oh my god.
And
but
there's cities in the clouds.
Yeah. So it's basically, it could have been nominated for like Best Production or something. But no, I don't think
Special effects.
Yeah, something.
But it's a Peter Jackson joint, so you got to think that it's going to be...
Can you say that?
Oh, I can't say that, can I?
No, it's a Spike Lee joint. It's not a Peter Jackson joint.
A Peter Jackson...
Epic.
Yeah, he does epic movies.
Yeah, he's an epic guy. He kind of does the epic.
And he employs New Zealand, so that's good for them.
Yeah, he does.
So,
and it is more than one book, so he could come back with the next one, but I don't think the first one did anything.
It's kind of like Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
It did do well in the theaters, but it did well once it made its circulation.
Right. It's that post-theater circulation.
And then they got a sequel, which the sequel was better than the original.
Looks nice. I haven't seen either. Not my cup of tea. All right.
So...
17. 18.
18. Here's where a lot of our viewership may not believe this, but falling to number 18 was Avengers Infinity War. And I know that this guy...
Oh, I've watched a lot.
Loved that movie.
I did love that movie.
Loved.
Oh,
not liked, enjoyed.
No.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Like, we had to get him out of the chair.
I was sobbing like a little girl.
He was crying. And it was just the intro credits.
Yeah.
He was crying.
Dude, that... Oh.
I don't understand.
Oh. It gets you. You know what's going to happen. You know it. You've seen it. It's like Solo. You know what's going to happen. You know how he got to...
It gets the glowy thing.
Yeah.
That's all the movie was. Let's get the glowy thing. Let's get the glowy thing.
I'm okay with that. It's Indiana Jones in space. I like the Indiana Jones movies. They're good movies too.
Jones.
See? That's
I watched them the other day.
Yeah, I did too, actually. My daughter loves those movies. Yeah. She's a big fan of Indiana Jones. Big fan. She wants to become Indiana Jones.
Harrison Ford?
Yeah. The character, not the person, obviously. She's going to be Harrison Ford. That'd be weird.
Man who smokes his body weight in weed.
That's not a known fact.
That is a known fact. He smokes his body weight in weed.
19.
19. I've never even heard of this. Suspiria?
No idea. I think I saw it on here, maybe. Well, I don't think so. No idea.
I wonder if any of our viewing audience want to hear like some of the blurbs that are put on here.
What does it say about Suspiria?
Suspiria. A darkness swirls at the center of a world-renowned dance company.
What?
One that will engulf the artistic director, an ambitious young dancer, and a grieving psychotherapist.
What?
Some will succumb to the nightmare. Others will finally wake up.
What the? And this didn't get an Oscar somewhere for artistic nonsense?
That should be.
That should totally be up there somewhere.
Alone.
I'm gonna look for that one. I don't think it's on there though.
No.
Okay.
And number 20, which will get a lot more people angrier than some of the stuff that we've said so far.
Yeah.
Black Panther, number 20.
Number 20.
Number 20.
How is that? That is all over the place in these Oscars, and we will talk about that here in a moment. But yeah, why did that
fall so far? It's below Solo, which everyone hates.
Yeah. Explain, folks. Explain yourself. It's all your fault. You're the ones watching it.
I personally think that it's... Well, no. It has to be that... And I don't want to spout conspiracies.
It's conspiracies.
But one group will watch this film, right, before it's released to the world.
Yes, the nerd experts.
And they basically say, movie's awful, unwatchable.
Yeah. And then it affects everything else?
Rotten Tomato meter.
All the way down.
Rotten. And then it hits, and people start watching it.
And they like it.
And they like it.
A lot.
Makes a lot of money.
Yeah.
More than what the studios put into it.
Yep. And then all these critics look like idiots with egg on their face.
Well,
and then they change their tune.
Then they change their tune, and then they stand behind their original synopsis of, well, this is based on, me seeing XYZ movies that came out at the same time. This doesn't hold up. This doesn't hold up to these other movies in the Great Pantheon.
That's not what we were asking.
The exception was Black Panther. Before Black Panther came out, everyone said this is going to break all the records.
And it did.
Which it did. We all knew that it was.
It was perfect timing, perfect movie.
I think the costume coming into Civil War, when they revealed Black Panther was going to be in it, I was like, how are they going to pull off the costume? They pulled it off.
Yeah.
Because it was really cool looking.
Mm-hmm. It was very cool.
Black
Panther wasn't comics in some respects.
I watched Black Panther in the theaters.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was good. I bought the movie when it came out. I own it.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter's watched it.
Yeah.
She likes it. Do I think it's top 5 Marvel? It's probably in the top 5.
Top 10, depending on what your goal is. I mean, depends on your level
To
of
me,
drama.
number 1 is still Iron Man.
The Iron Man was a good
The
one.
original
Yeah,
Iron Man.
you can go back and watch
You
that.
can watch that again and
Yeah.
again and again.
Yeah.
After that, I would have Winter Soldier,
Really?
Captain America: Winter Soldier, a
Okay.
political spy thriller,
Okay, yeah. I can see
and
that.
then you would have Civil War. Number
Civil
3.
War, yeah. Civil War is definitely strong.
Yeah.
I mean, Infinity War is fantastic. I would put it in there. I'd probably put it at 4.
4, yeah.
Yeah.
I put Infinity War as
And
well.
then and Black Panther.
And only because my only knock on Infinity Wars is that Thanos is not supposed to have daddy-daughter issues. It's supposed to be Thanos is doing this because he's in love with death.
Yeah, which they took a different angle, but I think he was a lot more relatable, which is maybe not what you're supposed to have with a villain. I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
want to feel sorry for Thanos, wanting to wipe out half of the known universe.
But you gotta do. You kind of get his perspective.
Brolin did it right.
Yeah, Brolin's fantastic. Gotta love Brolin.
Notice I didn't see any Deadpool on here either.
No, none.
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 Not even the top 20 of
No.
IMDb.
No, nobody likes it. People will watch it.
People
but
watched it.
They won't like it.
They won't like it.
Okay. Best production design.
All right,
back
let's-
in the mix.
all right, let's go.
So this is overall production stuff. So we have Black Panther,
Mm-hmm.
The Favorite. I don't know what that's about. It's on there all the time. First Man. That's your space flick.
Yep.
Mary Poppins Returns, which I have problems with that movie in general. Just fun. And
My
of course,
daughter loved it.
it was a good movie. But it's like, didn't you just redo the first one? Isn't it the same thing?
It's supposed to be a redo.
I know. It's like whatever. And then of course the movie.
Roma.
Roma. Oh, I'm sorry. I just no.
To me,
Awful.
it only comes. I mean, this is just me speaking.
Mm.
It only comes down to 2 movies. That's
Panther.
Black Panther and Mary Poppins Returns.
But you, again, I think it's going to go with what you said. It's going to be that First Man because of the space. And
It's either going to be The Favorite or First Man.
but which you can deal with the Mary Poppins. I'll take Black Panther. You can take Mary Poppins.
I'll take Mary Poppins.
Okay, so those are your choices there. And then best sound editing. Now this one's going to be interesting because you have a song about music on it.
I think Star Wars won this a few times.
Yeah.
ILM.
Yeah, so you got Black Panther, Bohemian Rhapsody, First Man again. I don't know what music they did there. A Quiet Place, and Roma. So you don't even have Star Wars on here at all. So interesting. I'm going to say we get to go with the one that's about music. I would hope, and Bohemian Rhapsody wins this because it's about freaking music. So sound editing, come on, some of the most epic music ever.
I'm
It
going
is.
to take a flyer. I'm
Okay.
going to be like that guy at the racetrack that sees the horse that's at 20-1.
Go on.
Quiet Place.
Really?
I watched that movie, and the way the sound or lack of sound
Mm.
makes you feel like you're actually in that situation.
Ooh.
It actually leads because there's not supposed to be any sound.
Right.
And
So when you hear
spoilers,
Yeah.
there's a scene where the wife is walking around because they walk around barefoot because they don't want to make any noise. She steps on a nail,
Mm.
and you see the nail go through the bottom of the foot,
Ooh.
through the top of the foot,
Oh.
and she can't make a sound.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah, that's how
it's
I
awful.
felt.
Oh.
that's how I felt. And you're
Oh.
like, if that's me,
Oh.
I'm a dead man
Oh.
because I am just letting it all out at that
Oh,
point.
Jesus. Another category that's... Okay, we have best sound editing and then best sound mixing. So I don't know...
I think Bohemia will win for mixing.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost the same stuff. The only difference is that the best sound mixing has A Star Is Born on it. But...
That may win that. Oh no, he can't win that because you have First Man there in the space movie.
Yeah. So I'm going to go again with Bohemian Rhapsody. Even though Black Panther's on it, it's Bohemian Rhapsody. It's about music, for God's sake. Why is the movie about music not going to win?
Yeah,
Stuff
true.
is about music.
That's
Come on.
true.
Oh, we'll see what nonsense they pull. Best foreign language film. A bunch
Never
of movies.
saw any.
None of these. So we got Capernaum, I guess? I don't know.
Yeah, you got it.
Lebanon, Cold War from Poland, Never Look Away, Germany, Roma, Mexico, and Shoplifter in Japan. Don't
Roma
know.
wins that one.
Roma wins it. I got so many problems with that movie, but whatever. It was in Spanish, but it did have English subtitles. But my problem is okay, I get it's a foreign language film, but if you want to have at least some chance of
And the press is
hitting it-
behind this.
Ugh.
And is it a Netflix movie? Did we
No,
ever figure that out?
it's not a Netflix movie. It's
Okay.
a real movie that just happened to fall onto Netflix for whatever reason. But my issue is if you're going to do a foreign language film, you want to try and get an international audience at least even a little bit. You got to subtitle
Well-
more than core story because there's a lot of stuff going on in the background that they never subtitle, and you know it has contextual meaning to the era that you're in. Like they'd have the radio playing at one point, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't subtitle the radio, but you know it's talking about war and other stuff. It's important to that time frame, and you'll never know unless you learn Spanish. And I'm not good at languages, so
Well, the last time I ever intentionally watched a foreign language film,
intentionally. Like water, like chocolate. Does that count?
no. Well, it was an unintentional intentional.
Okay, I'm all ears now.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Ah, that
All
was a
in Mandarin.
good. That was good though.
I watched it in Mandarin with
that
the
was
subtitles
awesome. Yeah,
on the big screen.
yeah.
I didn't know it was subtitled. I
Okay.
thought it was going to be English.
Okay.
And I'm watching, I'm like, these cats are talking Chinese.
And it's a beautiful movie.
Yeah.
It was good.
And it didn't win for...
Anything, I don't think.
I think it won Best Special Effects
Maybe.
or something
It had
like
some
that.
gorgeous special effects.
I mean,
and
running
very
up the
subtle.
bamboo.
Oh, yeah.
Swiping at each
Oh,
other.
yeah, it
The
was
wiggly
good.
sword.
Yes. Yeah.
Now the wiggly sword has a movie on Netflix.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's the name of the sword,
Okay, whatever that was.
and I think it's Michelle Yao.
Okay. I haven't seen that one yet. I'll look at that.
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. I'll watch it. All right. Now the first big category. The first big one is our best animated feature. Some interesting choices here.
I've seen most of these.
I've seen most of these. We got Incredibles 2.
Seen it.
I saw that one. Isle of Dog, I have not.
Incredibles 2.
Yes.
Did you feel it a little too grown uppy?
I feel it was a little disjointed. I don't think it was bad. But it was more adult than the first one, yeah.
I thought them sticking with the hey, let's make a Fantastic Four movie without having the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to do that again, but instead it was like the Fantastic One.
Yeah.
And
I liked them working
it
as
seemed
a
like
team.
there was it was the message of like, hey, times are changing. Like men are at home with the kids.
Which is fine, but I'm not sure that's the place
My
for that
daughter
story.
wasn't expecting that. She
No.
thought it was hilarious how like he was completely failing at trying to take care of the kids.
Which, again, is really kind of douche, because if you're going to say times are changing, you're going to make the dad bad at parenting? I mean, really? I mean, you're going to say, oh, the woman's going to work, but dad still can take care of the kids.
No,
That's from,
he's,
like, the 80s
he's still,
and 60s.
It's Mr. Mom all over again.
It's like, why?
Feeding the baby chili.
I mean,
and
seriously.
you can't feed a baby chili.
I mean, seriously, yeah. And that's
It's
just,
Mr. Mom.
yeah, if you're going to change the times, change them a little markedly. I was and you are, we both are,
Yeah.
single fathers, I know, and for the most part. And, you know, I have a partner, but I do a lot of the taking care of kids
Yeah,
just
we
as much.
share, we co-parent.
We co-parent, and we do it all on our own when it's our turn.
Yeah, when it's
You
my
know?
turn, it's usually just her and I,
Yeah.
and yeah, I have to feed her. I have to like make sure she.
Did you
brushes
give her chili?
teeth. No.
No chili involved?
You know, her palate is not like mine.
Very sensitive?
It's very picky.
Nah.
It's kind of like, oh,
You're getting picky, but that's mostly because you have issues.
yeah.
Yeah, not because you'd want to.
No, it's because I'm getting old.
Yeah, he's getting old. He's older than me. So Incredibles
Isle
2.
of Dogs.
Isle of Dogs. You saw
I
this.
watched it and
Yeah.
I fell asleep.
Not that good, or just kind of meh?
It's a highbrow cartoon with a
Mm.
lot of big names in it.
Yeah.
Like you see the list of people who lent their voices to this. The story is that in Japan, apparently, like,
Dog's got a disease or something. I need to be sent to his isle.
well,
right?
it even goes back even further. Like at one point in time, like man got introduced to dog. Dog became man's best friend, and then like the cats came in
and took the place of the dog.
and basically 86 the dogs.
Okay.
And now there's like this human contingency to make sure that the cats remain in power
Okay.
and come up with this dog flu thing that could spread to humans. So they ship all of the dogs to this garbage island.
Ridiculous. Okay.
Yeah, it's a really highbrow.
Ridiculous.
The animation style's
Weird.
pretty cool too.
Is it cool?
It's
Okay.
pretty cool.
Okay, so you got the Isle of Dog. The other one I didn't see is
Mirai?
Mirai. I didn't see that one. That's a Japanese classic animation style is what it looks like. Didn't see it. Ralph Breaks the Internet. I actually
Which-
wanted to see it, but I didn't get a chance to.
I watched it.
Did you? And? I mean, it's cute, right? But it's not like, wow.
It's essentially another one of those adult messages. Like we all saw how the first one ended with them becoming really good friends.
Yeah.
Well, what happens when one of the friends becomes too clingy and basically makes their world about the other person?
And doesn't let them fulfill their own dreams.
Doesn't let them like move on and do their own thing. So in this
Like
movie,
Ernie and Me.
Oh my god! So in this movie, spoilers.
Yes.
The game gets broken.
Right. Well, that's you see in the trailer.
Sugar Rush gets
Yeah.
broken, and since they don't make Sugar Rush anymore, they have to go to eBay to buy new steering wheel for it, right?
Mm.
So
Which I don't
Ralph,
understand why the owner just doesn't go out and buy it.
because it costs too much.
Okay.
It would cost too much. It costs more for the part than what the game brings in.
Okay.
So he just wants to retire the game.
Okay.
So Ralph and Vanellope go to eBay and they overbid on a steering wheel. They don't have money. They don't know the concept of money. So now they have to go and earn money. How do you earn money? You go into the internet and you go into these...
Racing game type things.
Well, it's kind of like these games where people pay to play.
Gotcha.
And it's basically a snapshot of today's world. Like, essentially, the game itself is free, but if you want to get all the cool stuff, you got to pay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So people will pay other people to get the codes for, like, the power-ups.
Right. Okay.
And that's what they try to do.
Okay.
And it also, the underlying message of Ralph is really, like,
Clingy.
clingy to Vanellope and won't let Vanellope, like, do her own thing.
And does Princess Leia show?
No, Princess Leia.
What? They had the whole princess scene. They're supposed to say that Princess Leia shows up and they make her official
I
princess.
don't remember Princess Leia in it. I remember all the princesses, which made my daughter laugh, and that was it. That was the only scene where my daughter found it to be, like, funny. And that's the most memorable part of the movie, to be quite honest with you.
Okay. And then the one that I'm voting for, out of all these options, which is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Which everyone says
It needs to win.
is the best Spider-Man movie ever made.
Yes. I will agree with that.
I haven't seen it.
You need to see it.
I'm kind of leery of when people say stuff like that, because people said that about the Lego Batman movie, saying that was the best Batman movie ever made.
That was hilarious. It wasn't the best one ever made, but it was the funniest. It caught the Joker and Batman relationship perfectly. I was like, yes, I loved it. It's like, but I'm your number one bad guy.
I almost revoked his card on that one.
Hilarious.
I almost revoked his card on that
It was
one.
awesome, okay? Because everything is awesome. But if Spider-Man doesn't win this, I am very disappointed with everything. It needs to win. It was well done.
I
It
think
really
what's
was.
going to win, honestly, and that's just because it's got the Disney money behind it, is Incredibles.
Ugh, I hope not. I mean, it was good, but not Spider-Man good. I'm sorry, but we'll take it. Documentary feature, another group that nobody knows. Free Solo, Haley Country this evening, Minding the Gap, A Father and Sons in RGB. I don't know. I'm going to go with Free Solo. I have no idea.
Minding the Gap?
Minding the Gap. All right. Moving on. Best Original Score. Interesting. Black Panther. Okay, the music was good, but I like Epic. Black Klansman. No idea. If Beale Street could talk, I have no idea. Isle of Dog and Mary Poppins Returns. I'm probably going to go with Mary Poppins Returns.
Mary Poppins. Everyone loves Lin-Manuel.
Yeah. So we'll stick on that one with Mary Poppins on Best Original Score.
He raps.
Nice. Best Original Song. Now, this has a lot of options, actually, ironically. And I know one of these. It's come some interesting ones. So they have All the Stars from Black Panther. That was a good song. I'll Fight, RBG, don't know. The Place Where Lost Things Go, Mary Poppins Returns. I don't know if that was just one of those sad songs again. Shallow, A Star Is Born, didn't see that. And When a Cowboy Trades His Spurs for Wings. Here's my problem. I saw that. When a cowboy trades his spurs for wings, I don't believe counts as an actual song. It is at the end of the movie, well, no, at the end of one of the first groups, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, who's the ultimate white hat guy who's an idiot. It's a funny little bit on Netflix, so check it out.
It's the Coen Brothers.
It's the Coen Brothers. It's cute, it's funny, but when a cowboy trades his spurs for wings is less than a minute long, as the actual length of song, and I almost would consider it a sung poem rather than a real song. So I'm not sure how that one counts in there, but whatever. I'm going to assume that it's going to be between the Mary Poppins song, The Places Where Lost Things Go, and All the Stars from Black Panther. What do you want to pick on this one? Because it could be either of those.
Mine is going to be Mary Poppins Returns
Okay.
and A Star Is Born. That's going to be my two.
Okay.
Because I heard that you could get a tie now.
Oh, really? In the best song category?
Or in all these awards. Apparently,
Hmm.
Lady Gaga tied with somebody during
The voting process?
Golden Globes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll say All the Stars, Black Panther, The Place Where Lost Things Go, and Shallow from A Star Is Born. Those are the three. We think two of those are going to win. We're not sure which two. All right, and then we're going to go into Best Cinematography.
Oof.
The Favorite, Never Look Away, Roma, A Star Is Born, or Cold War. I'm going to go, unfortunately, I think Roma's going to win this one.
In black and white. Well,
Yeah.
we did see a black and white movie win not too long ago.
Yeah.
With the dog.
Yeah.
That I never saw.
No, I didn't see either, but I know what you're talking about. But yeah, so I'm going to go with Roma on this one, just because I know, even though I'm not a fan, I know it's going to win on that.
I'm going to go with The Favorite.
Okay.
It looks like one of those, everything's like perfectly framed shot movies.
Okay, Best Costume Design. This is a difficult category. There are a lot of good choices here, I will admit. The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, very stylized Western wear for the most part. Very cool looking stuff. The Black Panther, between the native costumes and the Black Panther costume, you got a lot of good options there. The Favorite, it looks like a stylized period piece,
that's what I'm
so
saying, yeah.
those usually win.
Like Amadeus. It's like
Yeah,
that.
Amadeus, I remember that.
Remember
God,
that?
yeah. Him under the
piano.
table. Yeah, that was funny. Mary Poppins Returns.
My daughter actually did like the costumes.
Yeah.
She actually wanted to know how she could get Mary Poppins' outfit.
Okay. And then Mary Queen of Scots.
That looks amazing.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Mary Queen of Scots. It's one of those period pieces. It's going to win.
I hate to go against Black Panther because I've never seen costumes like that before.
Yeah, it was really
but
cool.
Usually my following the Academy Awards, that isn't what they go for.
No, they go for the classical. So Mary Queen? Mary Queen, all right. Best Makeup and Hairstyle. Not many choices here, ironically.
Only
which is
3.
kind of weird. You got Border, don't know. Mary Queen of Scots or Vice. Vice would be more of that character...
Like Monster, when Charlize Theron won it for Monster, because she didn't look like Charlize Theron.
Yeah, so I'm going to say maybe that'll win, because of pure...
Christian Bale
doing his thing.
You're like looking at that, you're like, oh, that's Dick Cheney.
No,
that's
Christian Bale. That would be impressive.
The only one that could upset it, honestly, is Mary.
Yeah,
Mary Queen of Scots.
She could upset, but we're going to go for
Vice.
Best Adapted Screenplay. This is always a weird category to go with. A Star Is Born, obviously. I'm not sure that it was originally a book, maybe?
I think it was.
Okay. The Ballad of Buster Scruggs was actually a short story novella, I guess you'd call it, but
novella,
of the old Western times. Black Klansman, obviously a book. I'm assuming If Beale Street Could Talk. And you mentioned this. How Can You Ever Forgive Me? That was in the top 20.
Yes.
That's where I saw it. Best Adapted Screenplay. I think I'm going to go for The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. It was very well
Another Coen Brothers win, huh?
I think so. I think because they literally had the book in the movie, and when they flipped to a new story, they literally flipped the page in the book, and they were reading from the book. That's kind of cool.
I want to lean on A Star Is Born.
Okay.
Apparently that's been
Classic.
the darling at the Golden Globes.
All right, you got your choices. Best Original Screenplay. The new stuff. The Favorite.
Okay.
First Reformed. Didn't see that.
Nope.
Green Book.
Roma.
Or Vice.
Original screenplay.
Yeah.
Your Roma's going to win.
Yeah, Roma's going to win it. Unfortunately. But.
Unfortunately.
It's not a bad story. It's just
they're still
way
hidden
over.
trees.
Yeah, they're fantastic. It's a good day for it. Best. All
right, now we're getting into the ones.
Stuff.
Yes.
Okay, Best Supporting Actor. We've got. I can never say his name. Ali for Green Book. Great actor. Been in a lot of things. He's got a good history.
Yep.
Adam Driver for Black Klansman. Maybe. Sam Elliott, A Star Is Born. That's an interesting.
Sam
person.
Elliott is a great actor.
Yeah.
He's starring in this new movie coming up, The Man Who Killed Hitler and the Bigfoot.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, that's coming out, and that looks amazing.
The Richard E. Grant, Can You Ever Forgive Me? And Sam Rockwell for Vice.
Give it to Sam.
Yeah, give it to Sam.
Give
Which
it to
Sam?
Sam
Elliott?
Rockwell.
Or Sam Rockwell. Okay.
Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell. All right, we got the Sam. I'm going to take the other Sam. I'm going to take Sam Elliott.
Okay.
I'm going to go for
I'll give you that.
I'll give you that. Yeah, he's classic. All right, Best Supporting Actress.
Ooh.
Another powerful category.
I like all these actresses.
Amy Adams is fantastic.
Amy
I
Adams.
love her since Enchanted. Marina Di Tavara. I hope I
From
pronounced
Roma.
it. From Roma. She was okay in it. I wouldn't Whoopi. Regina King. Emma Stone, The Favorite, and Rachel Weisz.
Weisz, yeah. In
She's
The Favorite.
from...
She's from The Mummies.
Yeah, okay.
And also Constantine.
Yeah, okay. I like Amy Adams. I don't know if she'll win, but I like her.
This is hers to lose.
Yeah.
If she loses to Regina King.
Okay. All right, I'll take that. But yeah, I'm going to go for Amy Adams. She deserves it. It's about time. She was in Enchanted, and that was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Best actor.
Wait, you're totally skipping over Man of Steel too.
Oh, really? Lois Lane? You're giving me Lois?
Come on, she was a
She wasn't
likable
bad. She was
Lois
good.
Lane.
No, I will
Better-
give you this.
I
In
hate
the
to say this.
extended cut, she was very good. In the
I hate
original,
to say this, better than Margot Kidder
Wow. Okay.
from the original
She
Superman.
was. You know why though? I'll tell you why. She's a stronger character. She's not in the middle of a war zone reporting shit. I mean, pardon my French, but she's a tougher character. I liked her as a reporter. I think she was good.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
a very versatile actress. I
Yeah.
still love her in Enchanted. That's my favorite.
She's also in other movies too.
Oh, I know, but that's my favorite. All right, best actor. The big guns
This
are
is
coming
what
out.
everyone waits all night to
Yeah,
see because
okay.
they tease it. And don't forget to stick around
No,
for
the
Best Actor Award.
Christian Bale. It's gonna be a hard one to overcome. He did good according to this.
Yeah,
Bradley Cooper, A Star Is Born.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
William Dafoe.
Willem.
I love Willem,
Willem.
but I did not see the movie, so I can't say. But he always does those
At
hardcore.
Eternity's Gate.
At Eternity's Gate. Don't
So
know.
it's like you see a Willem Dafoe performance. It's kind of like you go back to when he was in Platoon, Oliver Stone.
Oh yeah.
You know, you
Or
go back
Green
to
Goblin.
that. He was Green Goblin.
He was
also.
good. He was a good Green Goblin. He was dark Green Goblin.
He
I
was
liked
also in Aquaman.
it. Yes, and
Dude, you felt so.
I was waiting for him to betray somebody.
You were waiting for it.
I
Right?
was really waiting for it.
You're
It's
like-
like, it's Willem Dafoe. He's got to betray somebody.
Yeah,
and he
got-
doesn't.
No.
I'm like, what the hell? Okay, good for you, sir. But I really expect him to betray somebody.
Man,
he's good
I'm
at that
just
role.
glad he's in another superhero movie.
Yeah, he's good. He's a classic. I'm gonna say though, Rami Malek. I hope I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
I think he takes it.
Gomez Adams.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Gomez Adams. Yeah.
He looks it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see it. I
Yeah.
think he playing that character. I know that movie had a lot of flack for not being true to the story completely, but okay, whatever. It happens. I think he did an excellent job. I really think.
Yeah,
that
he
he's
pulled
good.
off Freddy.
I think that's my choice.
Vigo in the Green Book. Come
There's-
on, man. Vigo, you didn't know it was Vigo.
Yeah.
Until you like, oh, that's Vigo.
Yeah. All right. So you're gonna stay with Vigo?
No.
No. What are you going with?
This is a hard one for me
Yeah.
because honestly, this is one of those that could go to two. The dude that pulled off Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
I mean, you put them
I'm just
side
saying.
by side.
I'm just saying he studied his mannerisms. I mean, you talk about realism now. I mean,
Even the overbite.
yeah. Come on.
He did the overbite.
I'm saying Freddie gets it.
The only one that could upset him is Christian Bale,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
just because of subject matter.
Yeah, and if you're talking acting,
I
Freddie, because he's literally being that person. I don't know if he's being
Rami?
Dick. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you don't know
You know,
if Christian's
Christian's
being Dick,
yeah,
or
he
just Christian's version of Dick.
Exactly. He's him. Rami is him.
And poor Bradley, man, can never catch a break.
No, he can't. No, he's not getting this.
His movies always come out against these other
Yeah,
heavy hitters.
he's not going to win. But I'm gonna stick with Rami.
Okay,
I'm gonna say he's going away. You going with me?
this is Christian's one to lose.
All right. Christian versus Rami. We'll see who wins it. Best actress.
Oh, this is always so hard for me.
It's a good group this time, as usual. We got the
Yalitza.
Yalitza. Thank you, Yalitza. She plays the servant girl in the movie Roma. As much as I'm not a fan of the movie, she really did do a good job. She played the character. She did
could
it
be
well.
the
Very
upset.
empathetic. Yeah,
She could
she
be the
could
upset.
be the upset. You got
Glenn
Glenn Close.
Close.
Playing Glenn Close, being Glenn Close. I mean, that's that. Olivia Colman in The Favorite.
Could
I'm
happen.
not a big fan of hers. I don't know. Man, maybe it's just me. Lady Gaga, and why? How did
Lady
she?
Gaga and Glenn Close both shared Best Actress at the Golden Globe.
Really? Okay.
Then it was a tie.
It was a tie. Okay, so maybe a repeat.
Which is not a first time it's ever happened. It's
No.
happened before.
Okay.
But this is the most
So are we
recent.
saying a repeat? We see the Golden Globes again? I'm going to say Yaza. How do you say it?
Yalitza?
Yalitza? I'm going to say Yalitza upsets it all. And I'm not a fan of Roma, but I think she deserves it.
That's the only one that could upset the Glenn Close Lady Gaga.
Okay.
That's the only one.
Okay.
You know, if Glenn Close wins, it was purely a political thing. No, not a knock on Glenn Close.
No. She's great,
But it's kind of like when you watch boxing
Mhm.
and the guy is challenging the champion, the undisputed champion,
Yeah.
and they go to the judging tables,
Mm.
the champion always wins because he never got knocked down,
Yeah.
even though the other guy put up a better fight.
Yeah. And Best
Director. Oh, here come the expert hats.
Yeah, okay.
Here come the expert
Put them
hats.
on. Let's go. All right, so you got Roma going in there, and Alfonso. Yeah, and you got Yorgos for The Favorite, Spike Lee, Adam McKay for Vice, and Powell. I'm not even try that for
Cold War.
Cold War. If you're
I'm
going to
say you
Sweden,
pronounce the W's like V's.
do I?
Pavel.
Okay. Pavel. Okay, I'll go with that. Sure, why not? We're going to say. I'm going to say Spike Lee. It's the age for it. He's got a joint out there, if you will.
He already won, didn't he?
This year, no.
No, he's
before?
already won Best Director.
Oh, he's won a few times.
And he's been nominated a lot.
I think he's going to take it again.
All right, so you're saying he'll win Best Director for Black Klansman.
Yeah.
That's not a bad pick, actually.
Yeah, I'm
going to go with Alfonso for Roma.
Douche. I'm not going to argue, but douche.
You know what? It's kind of like if I had to put my money on something.
Yeah, you're going to put it on Roma?
I'm going to put it on Roma.
Dan,
it's not what I feel.
No. And it's not what should, but it's what's there.
Yeah.
All right, now the end of the night.
The big one. The one you waited till midnight to see who won Best Picture.
You've been watching us for 55 minutes, which we were supposed to be a half hour, just so you know. This went on for longer than we expected.
All I want to know is it Empire Strikes Back?
It's not.
It's not the Best Picture?
Not even close.
I don't even want to know.
Okay, Black Panther. If you do it, it changes again.
It changes everything.
Everything.
And
it means that becomes where the money is.
The Academy Awards will never be the same.
No, ever.
Ever.
You're giving things that never had a chance before now have a chance. Black Klansman, another good documentary based on true.
It's a biopic.
It's a biopic.
I don't know.
Hard.
Would you call it a biopic or a period piece?
Well, it's a biopic because it's true, but it's a period
based
piece
on true events.
Yeah. So it's a biopic / period piece. Bohemian Rhapsody. It's good. There's a lot of fun parts to it, but I don't think it wins.
You know what? A lot of people didn't like how they kind of
glazed over some of the parts of the story.
Glazed over a lot, but you had to tell that story. Like he found out he had AIDS like just before he goes on the set at Live Aid, which we know didn't happen.
Right.
But that's how you make that scene more interesting.
Yeah. So it's good, but I don't think it's best picture.
Picture good.
The Favorite. Don't know enough to make a decision.
But you know what?
Period pieces usually don't win Best Picture. They win for all the costuming.
But in an age where like we get all of this artsy stuff from the academies thrown down our throat, that doesn't surprise me if that wins.
Yeah. Green Book. It's another period piece. It's
a lot of social commentary.
A lot of social commentary.
People were still alive when all this was still going on.
So that could, as a chance. I don't even want to name it because it's going to win because
Roma is going to win.
Roma. No, come on, guys. It's not that good. I'm sorry.
A Star is Born.
A Star is Born. That's going to be just sheer star
It'll
power.
be in second place probably, and then followed by Vice. In third.
I want.
That's my top three. That's going to be the top three. That's going to get that you're going to see. It's going to be Roma, Star is Born, Vice with Roma winning, Vice coming in second, and A Star Born close second, third close second.
I'm going to go with what I want to happen.
You go with what you want.
I want Black Panther to win.
And I want it also.
I want it to win. I want the mark to change.
But you saw it fell on IMDb to 20th in popularity. So you would have to
go by that, then Bohemian Rhapsody wins.
Yeah.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
According to IMDb, Bohemian Rhapsody is the most popular movie of 2018.
Yeah. So it's a hard choice. I'm going to stick with my Black Panther but for what I feel. I'll take all the feels from both of us and put it into my choice. So I'm going to go with Black Panther. You want to go with what's actually going to win. You're going to say
Roma
for Best Picture. I'm
you
disappointed.
got sad.
I know.
You really got sad. I felt it.
Yeah, you can
on
feel
a glorious day
I
like
know.
this.
It's like Roma, really, guys.
Roma.
Sorry, it's a story for another time. We've run 55 minutes. It's long enough. You just have to wonder what my angst is all about. Watch it and you'll understand. All I can say is watch the episode of our Oscar picks before the Oscars. And then when the Oscars happen, we'll try and do a post-Oscars, how wrong were we episode.
Oh, we're going to be so wrong.
Very wrong, but
so
it'll be fun to insult ourselves.
Yes. We could do a split screen.
We could. Here's what we said.
Here's what we said. Here's what happened.
We could do that.
How wrong were we? That's going to be a long episode.
It's going to be a long episode. This one's 55, so, you know.
Oh, going on.
Yeah, going up. We're hitting an hour.
Still racking
Here we go. 5 seconds. 6. I know. I'm kidding. Ernie, so we're under an hour. Please, if you will.
Peace out.
That's another episode of Two Nerds and a Joke. Can't get enough of these two? Well, most people can. But if you can't, you can follow them on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and subscribe to their YouTube channel.